Hello, good morning, happy Tuesday. Welcome back to my documentation of my ADHD entrepreneur life. um, I slept pretty good. I'm a little bit tired. I went to sleep with a headache and I am waking up with a headache, which I don't love. It's not fun. It's not bad. It's not a bad headache. I'm not taking anything, like not any ibuprofen or anything. I'm somebody who likes to try to heal on my own. I don't know. It's a weird thing that I started doing a couple years ago. I really try not to take any kind of like drugs of any type. But anyway, so slept a little weird, but I feel pretty good. So I'm excited for today. I have Amber and Lisa, the two girls that work with me, coming today. I always like our days together. Like, it's a little more chatty, it's a little more fun, but also we get a lot of work done. So I feel like I clear my head a lot when they're here. I can kind of talk out some of my ideas and whatever. So today, I really want to clarify what we're doing with the new rollout of the brand for my clothing brand, E27. And, you know, my whole thing is, so we've been trying to do like a reset because what we've been doing hasn't really been working. You know, Lisa has like a really good eye when it comes to creating content and like really just stepping up the level of the content that I was doing on my own before I had them, which was sad. But she's just able to like really bring things to life. So I want to talk about how we can do that with the reset of the brand, which we're going to introduce the new collection on August 27th. So I'm really excited about that. It's going to be a little bit pre-fall because it's still so hot in August and September now. Like, what's that about? I feel like when I was a kid, it wasn't like that. I think when I was a kid, it was like cool in September. Like, August was still hot, I remember that. But I feel like September was cool. I think last year it was hot on Halloween, which is just insane to me. Like, I can remember like fighting with my parents about not wearing a jacket on Halloween. And I lived in Florida then. Like, now I'm in New York and it's hot as ever on Halloween. Anyway, I digress. So I want to talk about how we're going to make this different than before. One of those, I don't know if I've touched on this yet, but one of those things that I want to do is I've decided to have two different Instagram accounts for my brand. And so one of them I really want to be like just fun stuff, like us behind the scenes. I want to do some of the like trending audio, like the like I woke up in a new Bugatti type, like, you know, just fun, quirky, experimental type stuff. And I really want that to be like more about our personalities and us as a team and the brand, and then also bringing in like all of the charities that I'm supporting with 1127 and highlighting other charities that aren't even being supported by 1127. But I would love to like start interviewing people from charities and really understanding like why they got started, why they're raising this money, like what was it that made them start the charities. You know, I really want to get to the meat of why a lot of these charities are started, because I feel like those are the things that we're missing sometimes, and we just see like a little, you know, blip of like, oh, please donate, please donate. And if we had more of a story, I think people would be more willing to donate. So anyway, I would love to like start highlighting, interviewing some of the people from these organizations and these causes, and talking about, you know, what they're doing, how they're changing the community. So I really want it to be less curated, and then I want to have an additional one that's more curated, because obviously visual is really important, especially on Instagram, and I think it's important to still have that aspect. So I think two different Instagrams, which I'm sure Lisa and Amber are going to want to kill me, because it's like every week I'm like, so let's do this additional thing. So it's like it never stops. But I really think that that's going to help kind of what I was like thinking in my head when we started doing a little bit behind the scenes stuff for the brand anyway. Like, I was just like, should that be on our, like, our full page? Should we just keep it in the Reels tab? You know how you could do that with some stuff. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm thinking that that's the way to go. I already grabbed my second Instagram handle, which, so the one that's going to be my behind the scenes brand stuff, and then the charity stuff, it's going to be 11, spelt out 11, the word 11, the number 27 NYC is that handle. And then the other one will be E27 NYC, which is my website, e27.nyc. So, and that will be my more curated Instagram account for the brand. And so there we can have, you know, all of the cute stuff that we've been doing already. I also want to kind of test it out because I feel like we should have more followers than we do on Instagram. And I know everybody says that. I know everybody's like, the algorithm's out to get me. But I really do feel like we should have more. I've seen brands doing far less with much more followers. So I think that's going to be a good test too, to have the new Instagram come out and see how that one does. And basically that's the one that's going to contain the more of what we've already been doing. And I want to see how that grows. And then obviously transforming the old one. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to talk that over with them. I want to talk about all of the ideas I have. I want to really get ahead so that we're not like chasing after posting the content. So that's a big part of today. And then also they both work on all of my client stuff. So as I was saying, like I do all of the design for the brand. I do everything, like the dyeing, the graphics, like actually when we do get orders, which isn't very often right now. Shout out to my friend Amy who keeps us afloat. She's ordered the most out of anyone. But she's honestly our number one cheerleader and I love her for that. Like I can't thank her enough, I swear. So anyway, I am wanting to get ahead of all of that. So that is the major goal. Oh, and then I really want to get ahead on our content for our clients because, like I said, August 3rd is the market. August 6th is our photo shoot. And before the photo shoot, I'm a crazy person. Why I'm doing a market 3 days before a photo shoot, I have no idea because I'm absolutely insane. But it's going to be a crazy time. So I really want to get ahead on all of our clients and schedule out everything that we need to for them. So that I'm not freaking out that week. And then also even the week before, which is next week. Yeah, next week. Oh God. I'm also still going to be crazy because I'm trying to have the entire collection completed by Tuesday, no later than Wednesday, so that we can go over it in person with the girls and then do any shopping for like surrounding pieces that we want to have. You know, I don't do any jeans. I don't really do any bottoms or anything. So get all of that together as well. Any accessories that we need, all of that. And yeah, so I want to make sure everything for the clients is done. I'm not freaking out about it because that is the work that like will wake me up in the middle of the night. 2 a.m. I'm like, did I post that thing for that one person? Like those are the things that really wake me up and keep me up. And the anxiety that I get is from my client work. And like, did I forget that? Did I do that? Like those, my head just goes nuts. Like, and it's always at 2 a.m. for whatever reason that it wakes me up. So anyway, I want to make sure that is all done this week. I want to just be able to, obviously, like I'm still going to cater to my clients because I always do, but I still just want to make sure that all of the content is posted and done this week for the next 2 weeks, because that's when I'm going to be a crazy person and it'll just be one thing that I don't have to think about. So that's that. Yeah, so those are the major things that I want to get done today. And then, like I said, I'm hoping that at the end of the day, I really am able to, I hope that's not too loud. It might be. Oh, it's not too bad. Okay. I'm hoping that at the end of the day, after Lisa and Amber are gone, I still have some energy to work on the brand a little bit. I'm thinking I'll just make it like a lazy thing where I can just bring my laptop out here. I like to have my to-dos that I can do not at a desk, so then I can like just have my laptop out here, watch some TV, eat my dinner while I'm working. So in case you haven't noticed, I am a workaholic in the craziest way, but I actually love it. It actually makes me feel really fulfilled. And since I'm not dating anybody, and you know, I don't have friends that like I hang out with every day, you know, I just don't. All of my friends have kind of moved away. My closest friend is Amy, and she lives in Long Island, which, if you know about Manhattan, going to Long Island, it feels like you're going to another state. Like, it's a different world. So we don't see each other as much as I would like. We don't see each other very often, to be honest. Luckily, my friends just put up with the fact that I'm really bad at communication. But, so yeah, since I don't have friends that I like see every single day, or like even every other day, I'm just not all that social, to be honest, right now. And so instead of being here watching TV and, you know, relaxing, I would rather be working. That's just how I feel. It's not that I have to necessarily, it's just that I want to. I am that person. So, yeah, so I just basically work all day for the most part. Like I said last night, I've been trying to start working out more because I know I'm a different person when I work out. I'm a much happier person when I work out as well. And things just kind of come together. But I know it releases serotonin and all these things, and like I can feel that when I especially when I'm in the rhythm of working out. Like, I feel like when it's more sporadic and you're not doing it regular, I feel like you don't get the benefits like you do when it's like a regular thing. But when I was super fit, I remember how much it would drastically change my mood. I could have the worst day at work, go work out, and then by the time I left, I was like euphoric and amazing. Like, I was so happy. So I really want to get back into that. So I'm trying to make that a priority, especially in my evenings, since, like I was saying, I have a gym in my apartment building, which is so rare in Manhattan. I feel like I should tell you guys all about Manhattan one day, and like moving here. And I was born in New York, but I grew up in Florida. I was there in Florida from like 4 until my early 20s, and then I moved to Las Vegas with my best friend and her husband, and I went to college out there, and then I came to New York. So I definitely have a whole backstory. I've also had several different careers. So I have plenty of stories to tell you guys as we unfold. But for today, I'm going to end this here. I just wanted to let you know what my plans are for today. I will jump back on this evening. I might post some things even this afternoon with my girls. We'll see what happens. I do also want to scout out a few areas for taking photos for the photo shoot. So maybe I will videotape that and post that as well. But we'll see. We'll see what happens today. Anyway, hope you have an amazing Tuesday. I hope you're super productive, or not if you don't want to be. I hope Tuesday is everything you want it to be, and I will see you guys later.